impossible to be too hyped to go back and play home. Is that true?
I think you can be a little too hyped. I think I was last year. I was, a little too excited. So I don't think I played as great as I wanted to play. So this year I'm gonna try, calm down a little bit. Ease my mind. I've been doing that the whole season thus far, and I've been having a pretty good season compared to last year. I used to get too hyped and try to be too up. So
you weren't quite 100% for the game last year, were you either? Because you had a kind of an ongoing ankle deal.
Yeah, my ankle. I sprained my ankle the Georgia Tech game, and I kept rushing back, so it just kept re-spraining. So I've been hurt throughout the whole season.
Yeah.
How do you do that? How do you get to be less hyped? How do you calm yourself down?
Just joking around. Coach Beams wants to be serious all the time, but I try to just joke around with the guys when I can. Not in the meeting rooms, but like probably in the hotel rooms or when we're eating food or something like that. Try to crack a few jokes, and then when I get to the game, talk trash to the other players, stuff like that. That'll get me.
That calms you down.
Yeah.
What's your line? What do you use on players? Like, do you talk about their families? Do you talk about how ugly they are? What's the thing?
You guys do research? You do research?
I do. I know their names and stuff like that, but I don't do. I just be like, say I talk to a running back or the quarterback, like stay down, don't get back up, stuff like that. Or, it's gonna be all night, things like that. Say a few cuss words. I don't want to say that now, but a few things like that that'll get me turned.
Are you one of the bigger talkers on that line? I imagine Gail.
No, definitely not. Gail is definitely the biggest talker. Gail talks trash all game, and I just back him up sometimes. So I started off, he backs me up. So,
well, he and Anton both got unsportsmanlike penalties in that
on
the same play last game. I imagine Anton's in that mix as well.
I was in the mix. I was surprised they didn't get me. I was on the other side of the back, talking trash to one of the tight ends, I think, but they didn't get me. They just got Gale and Tone. So
you could have had 3 on one play.
Yeah, it could have possibly, but they didn't catch me.
Who's really reacted to your line of trash talking? Is there anybody in particular you can remember?
Like what, lineman?
Yeah.
Probably Bama, the tackle.
Is that right?
Bama tackle. I said something to him. I made a play or something like that. Started talking trash. And I got you. No, the other one on my side. She said something slight. I don't remember, but a few others too. The ones that didn't talk bad, surprisingly, was the one from Duke and probably Boston College. Everybody else was talking trash back to me, so makes it fun.
Is that satisfying when you kind of got under their skin?
Yeah, it is. Cause I don't know if you noticed, but Georgia Tech game. Yeah, Georgia Tech. That's one I should have mentioned. Georgia Tech game. I was talking trash to their guard, and I was getting and he jumped off sides the next play. So it works.
That really has to be like the most satisfying feeling when a guy jumps off sides.
Yeah, did you talk more trash after he jumped off sides?
No, I was like, yeah, I got you hard in my pocket.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Will you talk to Daddy specifically about not getting too hyped up to be home?
You could probably see it on film during the Duke game. I was trying to calm him down. He was getting a little bit too, doing all this crazy stuff to calm him down before he got kicked out. But you can probably, if you notice, I'm always trying to hype Daddy down, trying to calm him down a little bit, so I don't get kicked down and stuff like that. So I'm always looking out for him.
What's your relationship like with Daddy? I know you guys were roommates, and I know you guys have been very close friends.
No, that's my brother. City. I call Daddy my brother. He's a real close friend of me. We knew each other back in middle school, high school. We had mutual friends. Hung out a few times out of school, out of practice and stuff like that. But started my freshman, we got real tight. We started because we came in from the upbringing. Like we're very similar with we're both being Haitian, both from South Florida, both going through the same things, same difficulties. So we were able to relate and just talk and get real close. I consider him as my blood brother.
When you say same difficulties, what kind of resonates most with you as far as
us being from Haiti? Our families they're not as wealthy as everybody else. Things like that. So we try to use that as motivation. On the field to work out. Play hard and things like that. Do good in school. Be respectful to others. Things like that. So.